the concessionaire will make an offer to the existing employees on terms that are no less favorable to their existing terms of employment. So that is what it says, in order to protect. And I think this is what now the KIA, the JKIA staff working for KIA or employees have been taken through this after they were out there. Remember, they went to the streets on, that was, I think, on 23rd of July. Yeah, I think, yeah? 23rd of July. 20, yeah, September. Yeah, no, it was recent, sorry. I think I'm getting the date wrong. So they went on strike, and they went back to work. I believe this is one of the, they were taken through this document, and they understood. But if there is any other issue, still we are on public participation. It can be dealt with. Stage. Thuku Kwenya, my great friend. You also forgot to say that you have been my neighbor in National Assembly. Transiting after 17 years from opposition to government, I just wanted to correct. I've actually not been in opposition for 17 years. I think I've been in opposition for 12 years. The first time I was in parliament, I was in government, Grand Coalition government. And I actually ended up being assistant minister. So this is not the first time I'm in government. I've been in government before. I know how it feels. But I've never been a cabinet secretary or a minister with full flag. I used to have nusu flag, as they used to call it, assistant minister. So the transition is smooth and easy. I agree with you completely on foreign direct investment. But we cannot also close our eyes to maybe some deals that may mar a good process where we are attracting direct foreign investment and there is corruption around it. So when issues are raised around Adani, I agree completely. We need to deal with them. Any gray areas, cleared. And that is why I'm here today to present these facts. It is upon the committee even to dig further and see if my facts make sense or there are other issues that are emerging. So we need to do that. But again, in terms of appearing before, on judicial outreach, I think that one I leave to our Attorney General to deal with. She can even apply that I don't know, maybe I'm using the wrong term, to quote that the court has no, what do we call it? Jurisdiction. So the courts will determine. It is very interesting. Courts are the ones who can say that we don't have powers. Very few people would say that. Once you give me power, even if I don't have it, I would just go ahead and use it. Now, appearing before the Senate, I'll reserve my comments, but let me just say that I didn't want to appear that I don't respect the standing orders of the Senate and the law. Actually, our Constitution should have clarified a few things, because it says that the Senate has powers to summon anyone, anybody, whether they have summoned you to discuss something that does not make sense, but they have the powers to summon anyone. So on that basis, I respected the Constitution because I'm anyone. So I appeared before the Senate. Asset valuation. When was the valuation last done? And by who? Actually, valuation was done by KAA. And the value was about 1.1 trillion? Yeah, 1.1 trillion. Yeah. So the valuation was done on JKIA. On revenue sharing, it should not be opaque. As a matter of fact, on this one, because once bitten, twice shy, on expressway.
Tukiuma cikaro-inĩ cia mbunge riboti ĩyo nĩ gũkorwo tũgĩkĩmĩamũkĩra mohoro-inĩ maitũ marĩa mekurumĩra. Tuthiĩ na mbere. President William Ruto nĩ orĩtie aigithia na makambuni bũrũri-inĩ wa Amerika maigithie gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ kuona thirikari nĩ ĩgacĩrithĩtie rĩera rĩa ũigithia. Akĩaria thutha wa gũcemania na onjoria bũrũri-inĩ wa Amerika keheri-inĩ kĩgomano-inĩ kĩa ũrũmwe wa mabũrũri kĩrĩa kĩrathiĩ na mbere, President augĩte kũrĩ na mĩeke mĩingĩ ya kũigithia na mbunge nĩ nyorothete mawatho ma kĩwonjoria.
Mutongoria wa Florida Daktari William Ruto ne uhete ahuri biashara kuma Florida wa America maigithia guku Florida kuona kuri na mieke ya wigithia honge itiganite ta ugima wa mwiri uthondeki wa thitima na wonjoria.
This is again another opportunity in the pharmaceutical space, medical devices, ARVs, medical equipment and other health innovations. There are also opportunities in building private hospitals, cancer centers and other special medical services.
Akiaria ari Florida wa America thutha wa gucemania na ahuri biashara kuma Florida ucio, President ugite thirikari yake ni gacirithetie rire ria wigithia ari ni hamwe na kunyihia magoti maria maririhagwo ni kambuni cia kimabũrũri.
We are harmonizing the corporate tax space with global standards. The requirement, for example, for you to pay tax for services out of Kenya has been removed. You can now go ahead and export whatever services that you are engaging out of Kenya without having to argue with the taxman.
O President atugiretie umenyo wa wira wa mbeu njithia kuma guku bũrũri-inĩ na ũhũthĩri wa mitambo ya kĩrĩu ya ũkinyanĩria arĩ mamwe ma maũndũ marĩa aigithia magũteithĩka namo guku bũrũri-inĩ.
Nairobi is home to globally recognized Silicon Savannah. Is the centerpiece of our strategy to make Kenya a leading tech hub. I know many of you have heard about Konza. There's a whole ecosystem that is built out of Konza, and we are looking at opportunities and investment portfolio that can find their way into that tech system.
Handu-inĩ yake mũrũgamĩrĩri mũnene wa kambuni ya Safaricom Peter Ndegwa nĩ athitĩrithĩtie bata wa thirikari kũnyitanĩra na honge cia andũ kĩũmbe hamwe na igithia nĩguo kũgacĩrithia ũthii wa na mbere wa bũrũri.
The private sector plays a vital role in accelerating the SDGs, and we are all here this week to talk about the SDGs, which we know are behind, and private sector plays a crucial role in this area, and SDGs are crucial for development.
President Ruto ari bũrũri-inĩ wa America kũnyita itemi kĩgomano-inĩ kĩa ũrũmwe wa mabũrũri kĩrĩa kĩrathiĩ na mbere bũrũri-inĩ ũcio. Handũ-inĩ ha Kameme TV, njĩtagwo Njoroge wa Kimani.
Tugetikana na icio cia president akiuha aigithia reke gucokia cikaro-inĩ cia bunge kuria abunge no mathiete na mbere kuruta mahitia mutaratara mwero wa ugai wa kigina kia university na makiria uria arutwo mathurimirwo na kugayanio thiini wa ikundi ithano kuringana na mabataro. Akiaria mbere ya kamiti ya bunge igie githomo, Minister wa githomo Julius Migoso Gamba atariria ati kamiti ya mwanya iria yamurirwo ni mutongoria wa bururi uthurima mateta maria maumanite na mutaratara uyu ni igukorwo ikiheana mwerekera mwega na kurunga mahitia maria macungiririe anyitite migwikirira nganja mutaratara uyu.
A total number of 138 students, 138,535 students were placed by COOPS. Currently, a total of 121,728 students who are placed in the universities have applied for funding. 16,807 students have not applied for funding. This information you'll find on table 5, and it is indicated by university. How many students have been admitted to that university, how many students have applied for funding, and the number of students who have not applied for funding are in the last column, totaling 16,807. Table 6, you will find the comparison between the 2023-2024 academic year and 2024-2025, which shows the following: that in 2023-2024, 130,485 students were placed in universities. The students who applied for funding were 113,075. 17,410 did not apply. And this year, 138,535 were placed. 121,736 have applied. So that table gives that explanation. One of the reasons why we've done an extended open portal for the application is to cover